Hi everyone from China. Yeah, I flew all the way from China to Signal, and thanks P&G for having me today. It's my great honor. Yes, hopefully during that video you have a better idea of what is Xiaohongshu. I still get a response from the backstage that almost no one except the Chinese team knows Xiaohongshu. I'll just further give you an impression of what we're doing by some media report. Yeah, we're very honored to be listed on CNBC Disruptor this year. And what CNBC calls us is the China's transporting app. So if you want to know the trend in China, you should log on Xiaohongshu right now. And the other, I know Fast Company's here. Thanks for the award. We called the most innovative company in 2019. And you know, the two ahead of us, Meituan is a company listed in Hong Kong, and Alibaba Group, I see everyone here is very familiar with. So we're the third one, hopefully next year we can come up. Okay, that's what media says, but what really Xiaohongshu is. That's what we call us, a lifestyle community of young people, by young people, for young people. That's a sentence that borrowed from Lincoln, actually. And we're the lifestyle community that's built by Chinese new generation. Look at some data. Among the 1.3 billion Chinese, over 549 million are post-90s. And among 300 million registered users of Xiaohongshu, over 70% of them, which is over 210 million, are post-90s. So we have the next generation. We have the next market in China. And you still remember the keywords lifestyle community, lifestyle sharing platform. To me, lifestyle is a very magic word. In China, we often talk about life, but in recent years, we begin to talk about lifestyle. What is lifestyle? In Chinese, we have a very awkward translation called 生活方式, and yesterday I was talking to Chinese team, but it's actually not. To me, it's life with the style. And I want to share with you some of the really interesting styles in China right now. The first one, BB Queen. I think everyone here is very familiar with BB Queen. It's a cosmetic for ladies like me to put on every day. But now in China, you know, a lot of young males, they put on BB Queen every day before they go to work. One day I was talking to one of my engineers, and I asked, what are your morning routines? And he told me that, of course, I wear a BB Queen, I have to be perfect to my work every day. And I still remember last time I carried all my team to Thailand for team building. I see in one of my young male colleagues' bag, there's a makeup remover. I was astonished to see that, a makeup remover. I asked him, why makeup remover? And he told me something that I really don't know. I wear sunscreen every day, so I really need makeup remover to make sure my face is cleansed every day. So that's the life with the style going on in China right now. I think some of you are not familiar with that, but you should really look what's going on. It's very interesting. We have tons of stories like that about changes in China, in Chinese new generation. Further look to the data. We generate 3 billion impressions on Xiaohongshu every day. And among that, 70% of them are user-generating content. I love that. I think the most powerful content comes from UGC. During my last meeting with Mark yesterday, I totally agree that they're the ordinary people around you, your friends, your families. They're the, I'll quote your word, AKOL, authentic key opinion leaders around you. They are the ones who influence your choices, your inspirations. They're the ones to tell you where to shop, where to travel. So that's the power of UGC content. They're not generated by creators, by influencers. They're not ads. They're the true opinions around you. So we're very proud that 70% of the impression comes from the user-generated content. Though we have a lot of famous people, celebrities, we have Kim Kardashian, we have Kelly Clarkson, we have Miranda. Those are famous names you know, but we're still very proud of our ordinary users. After all the data I've shared, you may have a question in your mind. I know all of you are brand experts. What can brand do on Xiaohongshu? I'll share with you one of the examples here on Xiaohongshu, and also it's a Chinese cosmetic brand. It's called Perfect Diary. It's very interesting. It's only a 3-year brand. But last year, China has this kind of like Chinese Black Friday with what called Singles Day. This brand achieves 100 million sales within 90 minutes. 100 million RMB sales within 90 minutes. This is a 3-year cosmetic brand, originated from China. So everyone wants a brand like that, right? So what do? They first open a brand account on Xiaohongshu only. It's like a brand account to tell the brand stories, to share the mission and vision, to share a lot of makeup tutorials, to show people how to wear lipsticks right, how to match the colors. And they initiated a lot of engagement with the users. They initiated makeup contest. They can make up to be everyone, And before the launch of the product, they initiate a lot of free trial. They talk with the consumer. They make the consumer feel, this is my brand. They co-created the brand with the consumer. And the consumer voted with the money and with the engagement. I think this is the new trend, not only in China, but also in US and in other parts of the world. People really want to be engaged with the brand. This is some of the data I wanted to share more. This is the research report by Accenture, which showed that even more percentage of Chinese young consumers rely on social media for product discovery, which they may not have too many US social media, but they have Xiaohongshu, they have a lot of Chinese social medias. Last but not least, I would like to share one of the examples with P&G. It's Donnie. Donnie, I think it has just launched in China, I think last year. It was a great success. And if you search Donnie on Xiaohongshu, you'll find a lot of keywords, are not the branding words by P&G, but our user called them perfume to wear. People mention them. You have to wash your clothes with Donnie before you go to date, before you go to hot pot. There are lots and lots of interesting stories with Donnie. And for all those stories, it's true user experience. So to conclude, I think what brand doing on Xiaohongshu is only engagement and experience. But luckily, they achieved great success because we're not only a social platform, we're still a social commerce platform. We started this e-commerce, our own e-commerce platform and marketplace back 4 years ago. Actually, the company is only 6 years. So last, just want to share with every one of you here again the company mission. We're a 6-year-old company. Myself, I never study overseas or work overseas, but I really want to build an international company with international community, a lifestyle community to inspire more lives. Thank you, everyone. I'll look forward to more of John's questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why don't you have a seat right here? I want to ask you all sorts of questions.
Of course, and if you have any more questions, you're welcome.
Well, in your presentation and in the videos, a lot of it was in Chinese.
Okay,
so
yeah.
That means that my kids can read it, but I can't. So I really want to understand a little more
Yes.
The why of your massive audience of young people. What is it that they get to do there that, in the United States, we're very good at categorizing our new companies, right? YouTube's where you do video, user-generated, and Facebook was where you connected to your friends, and Instagram was where you shared your pictures. Is there this feels like all of that and more. Pinterest was where you had your inspiration for what you might want to do. Is this all of that and plus? Like, is there a headline to how you describe the service?
Yeah, I would think in the future, of course, we want to be where Chinese people share their lifestyles to inspire more lives. That's the company mission. But we also got some media headline called where the Chinese Instagram plus Amazon, because we're doing very different things with
just Instagram
social.
and Amazon, that's all.
They're very big enough, so I dare to say that. But I think it's somewhat the same, that on the front end, where very UGC social media, where people share their daily life, where they go to travel, where they go shopping, the items, the crazy new things they've bought, and the dining experience. Besides, when people get inspiration, especially inspiration about shopping, people want to get one-stop experience.
Right.
That's why we offer e-commerce back 4 years ago.
Right.
When people get inspiration, for example, someone sees a shampoo in a nice bathroom and they really want to get experience, they don't want to jump to another app and search. They want to get it now. So experience and efficiency are very, very important. That's why we're called social commerce. We started like really long ago.
And is the social commerce part of your business the largest growing part of your business?
Yes, yes. So the transaction is very, very important. I do think that in the future, for all the lifestyle platforms, because through all the inspiration you see, you really want the experience. You do not only want to see, but you want to experience. Mm-hmm. That's why we believe social commerce, and we believe the transaction is very important. And that's why, and that's what we did with P&G so far, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the founding story. How did you come to this idea? Tell me your founding mythology, if you will.
Well, just my partner and I, we're just Chinese young people too, at that time, 6 years ago. And we were very much into lifestyle. We believe that the consumption upgrade will be the next trend in China. But we really don't know where to go, and we never imagined now we're holding a company of 2,000 people. Never imagined that, but we just have this mission. So we just started, but we met numerous challenges along the road. I believe there were a lot of startups, and here it's really, really difficult, and we were really lucky.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're probably pretty good too, is my guess. You mentioned, some of the cultural, parts of the platform, but can you pull back and give this audience a sense of how is the Chinese consumer culture changing, and what do you think is, in the next year or two or three, what insights can we take away from what you're learning every day?
Yeah, I think there is some interesting, hopefully unique insight on the platform. China right now is largely undergoing a consumption upgrade. We see mainly 3 trends. The first one is everyone wants to be different. That means a lot of young people prefer newer brands, smaller brands. They don't want to use any products that parents are using. It's very, very important. They just want to be different. Though the brand is still very good, the quality is super, but they just want to be different. So there's come to a lot of new opportunities for smaller brands, new products, newer brands, and brands with stories, with good designs. So that's the first trend. I think people are there to be different. We're very confident that we want to try out the new products. So here's come the chance. Yeah. And the second, very interesting, that I think this consumption upgrade starts from bags, cosmetics. I think maybe 5 years ago, I would be very proud if I'm wearing a Louis Vuitton bag and Chanel lipsticks. But that's something, that's because I really care what other people think of me. But right now in China, no. The consumption upgrade from, in my words, from living room to bathroom. When I'm enjoying a luxurious shampoo in my bathroom, no one knows it. It's a very personal experience. But I love the smell, I love the touch. I feel it's a way to love myself. That's not what I say. It's a note, it's a post on Xiaohongshu by a lot of our users. We have people like that on platform every day. So people value personal experience rather than what other people think of them. The third, which is very interesting, I think echo to a lot of the previous conversations, is that the consumption upgrade now slowly merge from material world, from shopping, from everything to spiritual world. It's all about entertainment, it's about movies, it's about games, short videos, everything. So the quickest, the content that grew fastest last year on the platform are travel, fitness, entertainment, movies, books, all about that. So it's very interesting. People do not only care about what they buy, but really care their own experience, their spiritual experience. I think there comes a lot of new marketing opportunities as well to partner with all the spiritual world.
So this integration, because your roots were in shopping, right? Your roots were in acquisition of particularly luxury goods, right? But it's moved into this space of sort of social exposition almost, if I've got that right.
That's a very interesting story. We started from tell people how to shop overseas. That's back 6 years ago.
Right.
At that time, on 2013, China became the #1 country for people to traveling overseas. So people really need information badly. But from that thing, we gathered the people who live a lifestyle most. So our content are not organized by category. We don't organize content. We don't generate any content ourselves. We just gather people. So the people we gathered on the community are the people who love lifestyle most. So later on, they share everything about their lifestyle. They share fitness, they share travel, they share what books they read. So that's the growth of the platform. So we just gather people to encourage people to share their lifestyles. So that's why we started from the shopping thing, and quickly we're a lifestyle platform.
Do people follow each other? Do they follow brands? Yes. Is there a friend network as well?
Yes, they follow any content they're interested in. Yeah, they follow brand as well. A lot of brands have brand account with us. The Perfect Diary, you remember the brand example I've been given now. It has over 1.6 million followers on Xiaohongshu.
Wow.
That gives them a lot of business.
Now, one of the trends that we've noticed over the past 8 years of Signal is that there's an extraordinary set of startups who've gotten quite big in China, but they haven't really broken into the United States market. In the past year, we've seen that happen with TikTok that made an acquisition, and ByteDance made an acquisition of Musical.ly, and then all of a sudden TikTok seems to be, I can't keep my kids off it. Do you have plans to go into the United States market?
I think for users, the market entry strategy was still mainly focusing in China, but very soon into other Asian countries because the culture is somewhat similar. But we partner with a lot of US brands and US creators. I've just mentioned a lot of names: Kim Kardashian, Kelly Clarkson. They're both very big, and some short video celebrities. We also have kind of celebrities and influencers from Japan and Korea. They do great content on Xiaohongshu. Of course, because of the majority content is still in Chinese, there are a lot of overseas Chinese are using Xiaohongshu, and they consider it a major platform to share their lives.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So of course, we have English version. Everyone feel free to download it and upload your lifestyle pics, your pics with friends and families, your past videos. But our main market right now is still for Chinese people.
Final question, and we're already out of time, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Sorry, guys. How best would you suggest companies like P&G work with you? What are the sort of top 1 or 2 things that companies do well, and what mistakes are made on your platform?
Yeah, and P&G is already a very important partner with us. Yes, we have the marketing and sales cooperation, but I do have some more advice to more brands here. First, that befriend, even date your next consumer on Xiaohongshu. Start with the social, because I believe every brand is a person. Every brand has its own character. You should just log on Xiaohongshu and tell your next consumer who you are, what kind of person you are. And they're your date. You should attract them, rather than you cannot just be there and inform them and educate them with the kind of like TV ads or billboards. You should date them. You should listen to their needs and really befriend and even date with them, have a date. And the second, of course, do the transaction. To me, transaction is the experience. Of course, now you exchange some nice photos with each other, and you want an experience. You want them to experience your products, which is really, really important. And last but not least, I have a secret for every brand who is here. A lot my US friends, partners ask me how to enter the Chinese market, how can I get a better understanding of Chinese market. I know every one of you travel to China frequently, you have Chinese teams. But one little secret I found last year is please talk to Chinese interns. interns are very, very important in the company.
There's a whole room of interns downstairs that are just going crazy right
interns,
now.
Yeah, I'm having lunch with them, and I'm really looking forward to seeing. I have these 2 stories. Last year, ColourPop, a U.S. cosmetic brand, chose Xiaohongshu to be the launchpad in China, and I think we achieved 150,000 sales on the first day of the launch on Xiaohongshu alone. 150,000 US dollars plus. Because when I want to talk to the brand that why you know Xiaohongshu, why you chose Xiaohongshu, they think we have a Chinese intern who recommends Xiaohongshu to us. And the intern applied the brand account because we received the email and wow, ColourPop came to us and it's from intern, but it's a great cooperation. I do know and I do think that Gen Z knows where to go. Another story is with Disney. I'm a huge fan of Disney. Last week I was in Disney, California, and our tour guide, because I brought some influences to VidCon. Our tour guide last time was, of course, they have a very senior executive to accompany with us, but the experience I enjoy most is with another Chinese intern from Disney. She shared a whole lot of how to do content on Xiaohongshu, which I'm really, really impressed. How to do Disney content, how to share the Disney experiences on Xiaohongshu. So I got very inspired by all the interns, Chinese interns in US companies. So please, please, talk to your interns. Hi, interns.
Well, please join me in thanking Miranda for coming to Signal. Miranda,
Thank you.
Thank you so
John.
much. Yeah.
I have a very personal request.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I do want to take a selfie with John on the stage, and I'm going to post on
Let's do
Xiaohongshu.
it with the audience in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, you are going to be on Xiaohongshu very soon. Okay. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Say cheese. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.